Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to use Premiere Pro. This is Alex Marinucci. You probably know me from Packer News, of course. So here I am in Premiere Pro, and what you do is you click New Project to start something, and then this screen shows up, and all you just title whatever you're making. So we'll call this Teaching, and then you just click OK. And then this pops up, and I usually don't change this. You can change your sequence name if you want, but I usually just click OK. And then it'll take you into the basic layout of Premiere Pro. So what you do to start editing is you take your clips. So I'm in like my H drive, well the N drive right now, and you take your clips that you want, and you just click and drag them into this spot right here. And so there I have my clips. So then when I get into Premiere Pro, this is your timeline, so this is where you do all of your editing at. So I'm going to drag my video clip into the video 1 timeline spot, and then this will pop up, and I always click keep existing settings, and then so now I can just piece through my interview, and I can cut it at spots where I want. So right here, when I go to the end of a clip, this red thing shows up, and if you click and drag, you can cut to whatever spot you're on with this red dial, which you can also, it just shows you where you're at in the video. Another tool in here that you can use that is helpful is this one right here. It's called the Razor tool. So wherever you're at in the clip, you can just go to that spot and click, and it'll split it into 2 different clips. So like, let's say I wanted to put whatever he says here along with something he says over here. So then I'd split the clips, and I'd cut this one like that, and then I'd just drag it together. So then it would play. It would just go together like that. So now B-roll, which is just stuff you want to put over your interviews and over your voiceover and stuff like that in your packages. There's also, to keep note, is there's more than one video track, which means that you can play like 2 different videos at once. Like I always put my B-roll in the second video, so then when you want it to switch over to B-roll from your interview, then you just put the B-roll on top in the second one, and then I mute the second. That's how you mute an audio line, or you can take out a video line too. So I mute the B-roll line, and then I just let it play, so it goes from the interview into the B-roll right here. So now it's playing B-roll, and then to make it go back to the interview, also this zooms in, by the way. This thing, you just click on the end of it and either zoom in or out by dragging it right or left. So now let's say I want it to go back to the interview right after this split. I'm going to click on my Razor tool again and click right there to split the B-roll off, and then to delete something, you just click on it and backspace or delete or whatever. So now it's going to go back to my interview.
Strongly urging you to do it, saying it's about time,
And it's as simple as that. Now let's get into like recording your voiceover. So to do that, you'll just open up the computer menu, and you'll type in Sound Recorder. You'll open up this program, and all you do is you hook up your microphone, and to have your levels right, you'll click on the audio, then mixer, then system sounds, and then recording. So when your microphone's hooked up, it'll be right here. So you double click on that, and then go to levels, and make sure your microphone is always at 100%. Depending on the computer you use in here, you might have to boost it a little bit, not much though, otherwise it'll sound like a National Weather Service scratched up audio. It's terrible. So you'll want this one at 100% and leave this one at 0, and you can always boost in Premiere Pro a little bit too. So then you click OK, and then you're ready to record. So you just record and then stop recording when you're done, and a window will show up where you want to save your audio clip. So once you've done that, like I have a bunch right here, examples, you just drag them like the video clip into your media browser. So now my audio clip is here, my voiceover, and you can also drag that into the timeline. Keep in mind, a lot of times you might get confused, like it's not showing up anywhere. You gotta make sure it's in the audio slot. So now I have audio to play there, and over audio you always have to have video, of course. You can't just have a blank screen. So I'll move some B-roll into that spot where my voiceover is. Delete and drag over the voiceover. So now right there where my voiceover plays, there's video to go along with it. And then also if you click and drag and highlight, you can highlight all the video clips in your timeline and drag them all at once. And then when you drag them up to another video clip like that one in the front, there's a magnet tool that automatically puts it, like connects them at the same spot, so it just flows from that one to that one. Now let's say you want to add, you have to add like his name in there. You'll go to title, new title, default still. You can name it whatever you want, and then this will show up. And to create a text box, you just click on the T, click and drag, and then you're ready to type. So his name is Max Brigandy. And you can also put color behind this box. That's what we did on the show last year. And to make a text or like a colored box, you just click on like that, click and drag again. And right now it's in front. So if you click on it and then arrange it, you want to send it to the back, and then the color, actually the text right now. Let me move this. The text is the same color as the box. Hold on. Or actually, I'll change the color of the box to black. And then I already sent it to the back, so now it's behind the text so that the text is on top. And then to save it, you don't have to do anything. You just exit out and it's already in your media browser. So you can drag it right in here and you just put it right on video 2 line so that it's on top, not because as you go up the levels, like video 3 will be on top of a video 2, and the B-roll will be on over, it'll go first, so it'll show before the other ones. So now we'll put his name in the beginning there, and I'll just extend it all the way until I cut him into B-roll. So now it'll go from my voiceover with B-roll to the interview with his name, the text over the video, and then it goes back to video. So let's say you're done with your segment now, or your package, and you want to save it as a video file. So first, what you should always do is render the entire work area. And I'm going to pause, or actually I'll just let it flow through here, it'll be quick. And along this thing right here, if you can see it, this gray bar, that tells you what is what in your timeline is going to be rendered, and it automatically puts everything in there to be rendered. But you can also shorten it, like let's say I didn't want that in there, I could shorten it wherever, but most of the time you're going to always want to render everything in your timeline. And once this finishes up, this green means that the green in your timeline means that part of the video is rendered, which means it's it won't, like if you don't render your video and you export it, I don't know what happened here. Let me try that again. Interesting. That shouldn't happen. But if you don't render your video, then it will shake up and down, and if you have text over the screen, like that will shake up and down. It's really weird. So then once everything is rendered, it'll be green, and to make it into its own video file on your desktop, what you do is you click File, Export Media, and then we do our video files as H.264. So you'll change that, and then you can change the name. This is where, yeah, I'll call it teaching, and I'll put it on. I'll just put it right on my desktop, and then right now, and then it's ready. So then you click export, and it just loads everything. So I'm gonna pause the video until it stops loading. Okay, so my sequence is done exporting, so now it's right here on my desktop, and it's just, so basically what that does is it just blends all the files I edited together, so it's one video clip. So it's just a Windows Media format. Just gonna mute this. So now it's playing my voiceover with the B-roll, and then cuts into the interview. It's just all one video clip. So basically now I'm just going to tell you some things to look out for when you're editing. Okay, so when you're, let's say you're putting in B-roll, and when you're putting something into, or sometimes if you gotta always remember to drag your audio to a different line than the main one, like the B-roll audio, because if you have it in the same one, and you're trying to put this B-roll on top of it, and you drag it over your interview, then that just cut out the interview audio and replaced it with the B-roll one. See, now if I take it away, there's just going to be an empty spot. It just cut out your audio. So you got to always make sure that you put your audio, B-roll audio, on a, like I always put it on line 2, and we mute line 2. So that's a tip there. And all of your video clips from here that you drag into here are automatically connected to each other also. So if you do just want to take your B-roll audio out, what you can do is click on your clip and then right click and click unlink, and then it's two separate things, two separate files. So then you can just delete the audio one, and now you only have video to work with. But often you should put some B-roll. You should leave the audio like light on the B-roll so that you can hear the interview, or you can hear your voiceover over it. But I think it's good to have audio from your B-roll, so usually you should keep that in there. And what you can do to if you click on this arrow, your entire like audio shows up, and to change the levels a little bit, you can click on this yellow line, and to drag it up, it increases the volume, and to drag it down, it decreases it. So sometimes you can tweak with that a little bit. I think that's pretty much all I have for now, so thanks for watching.